Hi, it's Karen Young here from Property Zest, and I've just got a quick tip video for you today all about mapping out locations. Now this is something that I would do if I was going out to check out an area and I want to get a good understanding of the sorts of services, facilities that are in that area before I head out there. And you can do all of this from your own lounge room or your own home, simply using freely available tools in Google mostly. So let's check this out. Why would I do this? Well, I want to get to know the area as much as possible so I can really make the most efficient use of my time on the ground. I want to understand where all the facilities are in the area, what I'm expecting to see. I want to understand the style of housing that's available in the area, and also want to understand pricing of the houses in the area. And you can do this by using this mapping process. You can map out all the facilities of an area, then you can map out things like sold prices or listing prices onto your map and get a really good understanding of the pockets that occur within a location. So in this particular example, we're going to have a really quick look at a pocket of Brisbane's northwest, and it covers Enoggera, Gaythorne, Mitchelton and Capera. So as an example, I've gone over to Google and the Google Maps website, and I've taken a screenshot of the area that I'm interested in, and then I've plonked it into this document here, and you can see I've got a key over on the right hand side, and I'm going to plot each of the services and facilities that I find in these locations onto my map so I get a really good understanding of where things are. Now this exercise serves two purposes. One, you end up with a really good map at the end, but the other is the actual process of doing this makes you get to know this location a lot better. So let's have a quick look firstly over at Google Maps, and we'll have a look at how you actually get the information that you're after. Okay, so here we are. I'm over in Google Maps and I've got my location up here, and this is where I took my screenshot from, and obviously you can just use that, just use a sort of screen capture mechanism such as this one I'm using here is just inbuilt on the Mac, and I can take a picture of that, dump it into my document. Now first up, you want to have just an overview look. So you can see here there's a number of parks in the green. You can see a train line that runs through the area that we're looking at. So I get an understanding of where the transport is, the major transport centres. I can see a big grey area here, and I can see this is a military camp. And then I've got this big expanse of grey here, so I'm interested to see what that would be. Same with over here, I've got some interesting lines and bits and pieces there. It looks like next to a supermarket or a shopping centre. We've got some more bushland over here and a lot of sort of grey areas, so I'm interested in having a look perhaps in a moment at the satellite view to see what those areas could be. Now first up, let's have a think about, okay, well I want to know where all our universities are, TAFEs, schools, hospitals, shopping centres, etc. Now all you need to do is to type this into Google and it'll map these things on your location for you. So I can see here that we've got a shopping centre over here in Arana Hills, the Kmart Plaza. We've got Maya at the Brookside Shopping Centre. That's got a big shopping centre there. We've got another big shopping centre over here and got another one over here. So you can see I'm getting all of these shopping centres, and I can then go back and map these onto my map. Now likewise, you can do the same with schools. You can look at primary schools, you can look at high schools, you can look at private schools. And if you go around and have a look, you can see what those schools are. And then you can map those back onto your map. Now if you want to have a look at another, you do the same with hospitals, TAFEs, universities, all that sort of stuff. Now before we said that we found a few pockets here we're interested in knowing what those are, you can actually turn over to your satellite view and get a better look. So I can see here there's the military camp, and behind that was a big piece of grey on the map view. We can see that that's bushland. Now over here are another couple of areas that I found interesting on the map view, and I want to have a look and zoom in on the satellite view and see what they could be. And these are areas that when I get on the ground I might want to go and visit to actually get a better idea of what they are. So I can see here we've got what looks like a commercial area here. We've got a lot of dust and dirt here, and then we've got some streets that are kind of marked out on here, which makes me wonder. You can see here Wagner's quarries. So this is perhaps a site of the quarry, and there's maybe some streets that are earmarked to go through here at some point in time. Interesting, and something you want to take a look at if you're going to visit. Once again, we look over here where we saw another really interesting area, and we can zoom in on it and see, okay, what's going on here, and that certainly does look like it's part of that quarry And so you can actually see some equipment, bits and pieces. So these are interesting things that you can get just by looking at a map without even leaving your home. And they're things that you want to know about if you're going to get out on the ground and look at those locations. So you can see now, we started out with this map, which had pretty much nothing on it. We've had a good look around our location through looking at Google Maps and looking at the satellite view and looking at the map view and things like that. And now, if we've plotted all of the things onto our map, we end up with something like this, where we can see where all the hospitals are, the shops, the TAFEs, the schools, anything else of interest to us. And this is really useful stuff for us in helping us to get a better understanding of the location in which we want to invest. Hope you enjoyed this quick tip.